Photovoltaic cell. A photovoltaic cell, also known as a solar cell, is an electronic component that generates electricity when exposed to photons or particles of light. This conversion is called the photovoltaic effect, which was discovered in 1839 by French physicist Edmond Becquerel. A photovoltaic cell or PV cell is a specialized semiconductor diode that converts visible or sunlight into direct current. Some PV cells can also convert infrared or ultraviolet radiation into DC electricity. How are solar cells made? Solar panels use photovoltaic cells or PV cells which are made using silicon crystalline wafers similar to the wafers used to make computer processors. The silicon wafers can be either polycrystalline or monocrystalline and are produced using several different manufacturing methods. The most efficient type is monocrystalline. Polycrystalline wafers on the other hand are slightly less efficient and are made using several purification processes followed by a simpler, lower-cost, casting method. Monocrystalline silicon cells have highest efficiency and have highest cost. Cast monocrystalline cells have high efficiency and have lower cost. Polycrystalline silicon cells have lower efficiency and have lowest cost. Steps to manufacture PV cells. First of all, take a silica sand and purify it in an arc furnace to create 99% pure silicon. We get 99% pure silicon from finance. Now, further refine the silicon to make it 100% pure silicon. The silicon is doped with boron or phosphorus. Boron is a p-type material while phosphorus is n-type. The doped silicon is melted and extracted into a crystalline ingot. The round ingot is diamond wire cut into thin square wafers. The thin base wafer is coated with an ultra-thin layer of either p-type or n-type silicon to form the p-n junction. The upper layer of panel is glass protected and this glass have anti-glare coating. The second layer is module encapsulant which provide adhesion between the solar cells. This module is made of ethylene vinyl acetate. Third layer is N-layer silicon which have phosphorus doping. This N-layer silicon have anti-reflective coating which have traces of metallic conductor. This N-layer silicon have electrons in it. Fourth layer is of P-layer of silicon which is made of holes. This layer have boron doping and it have traces of metallic conductor. The back layer of panel is back sheet which is made of polyvinyl fluoride film. When the sunlight strikes the surface of PV cells, the electrons get excited by the photons. These electrons moves to the N side by an electric field, while the holes drift to the P side. The electrons and holes are directed to the electrical contacts applied to both sides before flowing to the external circuit in the form of electrical energy. This produces direct current. The p-n junction diode has the major role in producing electricity in the PV cell as the flow of the electrons and holes takes place in PV layers. Symbol of p-n junction diode is shown. The PN junction diode allows the flow of electrons in only one direction. The IV characteristics of PV cells are slightly different from PN junction diode. The short circuit current of the solar cell lies in the negative y-axis and open circuit voltage lies in the x-axis. Classification of solar power system. Solar power is classified as on-grid solar system, off-grid solar system, hybrid solar system. When a sunlight strikes the surface of PV panels, a DC, direct current, is produced by solar panels. This DC is converted to AC, alternating current, with the help of inverter. A net meter is installed after inverter. The AC produced by inverter moves to the customer house. The useful AC or electricity is utilized by the customer while the remaining electricity moves to the utility grid with the help of net meter. This is how an on-grid system produces electricity. An off-grid system is not connected to the electricity grid and therefore requires battery storage. Therefore, off-grid system is also called a standalone power system. We design off-grid solar systems in such a way that they will generate enough electricity throughout the year and have enough battery capacity to meet the home's requirements, even in the depth of winter when there is generally much less sunlight. The high cost of batteries and off-grid inverters means off-grid systems are much more expensive than on-grid systems and so are usually only needed in remote areas that are far from the electricity grid. In an off-grid system, the procedure of generating the electricity is same as of on-grid, just we need a charge controller and batteries and no need of net meter. When a sunlight strikes the surface of PV panels, a DC, direct current, is produced by solar panels. This DC then moves to the battery bank through charge controller. Charge controller protects the battery bank from overcharging. The DC, direct current, in the battery bank is then moved to the inverter and inverter convert this DC to AC and this AC is utilized by the customer living in remote area. This how an off-grid system work without the electricity from national grid. Hybrid solar system generates power in the same way as a common grid tie or on-grid solar system, but it uses special hybrid inverters and batteries to store energy for later use. This ability to store energy enables most hybrid systems to also operate as a backup power supply during a blackout, similar to a UPS system. Construction or working of hybrid system is as follows. When a sunlight strikes the surface of PV panels, a DC, direct current, is produced by solar panels. This DC moves to the batteries through charge controller. The purpose of charge controller is to protect the batteries from overcharging. The batteries sends the required DC to inverter and store the remaining DC. Inverter then converts DC to AC, alternating current. A net meter is installed after inverter. The AC produced by inverter is delivered to net meter. The net meter then sends the required electricity to the consumer as per consumer need and sends back the useless electricity to the grid station. The useless electricity of consumer which is sent towards the grid station will minimize the total cost of electricity bills of consumer. This is how a hybrid system works. Every PV panel has two wires. One is positive and the other one is negative. Connect the positive wire of one PV plate with the positive wire of other plate. Similarly, connect the negative wire of one plate with the negative wire of other plates. In this way all positive wires are connected with the positive terminal of the battery or inverter, and negative wires of PV plates are connected with the negative terminal of battery. This is how a PV panel can be connected in parallel. Now, what is the effect of connecting different PV panels in parallel? In parallel connection of PV plates, the current of each plates adds up while the voltage of each plates remains the same. It means that connecting PV panels in parallel will increase the total current of the system. Now for series connection of PV panels. Connect the positive wire of one plate with the negative wire of other plate. Also, connect the positive wire of first plate with the positive terminal of the battery and negative wire of last plate with the negative terminal of battery. In series connection of PV plates, the voltage of each plates adds up while the current of each plates remains the same. It means that connecting PV panels in series will increase the total voltage of the system. In series, a shaded panel can reduce the current through the entire panel. Because the current remains the same through the entire string, the current is reduced to that of the panel with the lowest current. While in parallel, the benefit is that if one panel is heavily shaded, the rest of the panels can operate normally and the current of the entire string will not be reduced. Solar cell fill factor. Fill factor of a solar is the ratio of maximum obtainable power to the product of the open circuit voltage and short circuit current. Fill factor is the maximum power point voltage and the maximum power point current on the VI characteristic curve of a solar cell. Maximum power point is the product of fill factor to the open circuit voltage and the short circuit current. Advantages of solar cells. Electricity produced by solar cells is clean and silent. PV systems do not release any harmful air or water pollution or any kind of noise pollution. Residents can take the advantages of unused space on rooftops of existing buildings and can install solar panels at the top of building. PV powers nearly every satellite circling the Earth because it operates reliably for long periods of time with virtually no maintenance. A PV system can be constructed to any size based on energy requirements. Furthermore, the owner of a PV system can enlarge or move it if his or her energy demand changes. Thanks for watching. Kindly like and share this video. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos.